Hello my friends, this is Uncle Misha, welcome to Incidental Electronic channel, and today we are looking at this ImageMate Pro USB multi-card reader writer. So I purchased this guy because some of my quite well used card readers like this Kingston, for example, model whatever FCR-HS3, which is actually pretty good, USB 3, is not really working properly. USB 3 slot here is shorting, so already replaced that one, tried to fix it, and seems like issue is still persists, so probably I did not good job, so I have to redo that. But in the meantime I try use this guy, which is good card reader in general for microSD and SDRC, but it has issues with this particular type of compact flash card. So 16 GB and all other cards are reading fine, but this particular one, and I have two of these to confirm that it is the case, it actually either corrupts them or reads them super slow, like something about 250 kilobytes per second. It's crazy. Yeah, so this has issue as well. No software update would help that. I already tried. So for this I purchased this guy, and it was not cheap. It was like $40 or something to this extent. Yeah, so but because I do still have a lot of compact flash cards, I decided to go for it because essentially I lost a bunch of important photos on this card. So today we're gonna take a look at this one a bit closer to see how does it look like and how it performs. So stay with me. Well, obviously we have to unbox it. So it's a relatively nice package, and let's just use a little knife here and unbox it. Okay. Oh, I see. It's not what I expected though. Not what I expected. Essentially what they say USB-C, but USB-C means they supply USB-C cable for you, which is sort of weird. I thought USB-C would be here. So essentially this is the same issue like with this one. I have this sort of card reader with broken this slot, and this is broken as well, and this gonna be probably having the same fate. What's good about this is this is heavy, so it's not gonna be sliding all over your table, but because it's quite misleading, actually. This is annoying. Because the problem is, I have no issue with the cables. I have issues with this thing. I have tons of cables, USB-C to USB-C, USB-A to USB-C. Well, I haven't ever seen this sort of cables, mind you. You know, USB-C to. It's good to have around home, but I'm not sure if this is gonna help me. This is disappointment. This is disappointment. So let me think if I have to continue unpackaging it or sending it just back. So yeah, I decided to proceed because I actually need the card reader a sub, so I decided to actually try to use it and actually run some tests, and if it's gonna be bad, then I'm gonna return it. But if it's gonna be good, I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna open it like that, just to make sure I'm not gonna scratch this nice surface. It's sort of not slidey, and here is the cable, SanDisk branded. Okay, it's probably, you know, 30 centimeters, or looks like one foot. It looks like it's not too long, not too short. Okay, USB-C goes in here. Goes like this, and here we are. It is connected, so it looks like gonna be having a little LED here, and that's pretty much it. So here we are. So let's remove this garbage. Okay, so there's no point, there's nothing else we can do here, except we can try to do tear down, which I'm probably not gonna be doing right now before I actually use this thing. Okay, so this particular model is it's hard to see, as DDR A631. So this is the, I think there are several different kind of models. I'm curious, is this, yeah, does it have a little, I'm curious if it's just gonna check, nothing major, gonna check if it's screwed in here, just in case. Yes, it is, so it's gonna be easy to disassemble if I need to disassemble. Alright. So it probably has 4 screws here, so that's pretty much easy. So now I'm gonna run some tests. I'm gonna share them with you with different SD cards, including obviously this one, and I have a bunch of micro SD, regular SD, and compact flash, and then I'm gonna make my conclusion based on that. So stay tuned. Alright guys, I did perform some tests with this device and it seems to be working very well. Also, I decided to use in all my tests, I use this cable. It's like USB A to USB micro, USB 3 micro B. And what I found that there is absolutely no difference between using this cable and whatever was supplied with the with this SanDisk. Performance is identical. Also, I noticed that all my cards perform actually pretty well, and that 32GB compact flash card is actually working quite good. So this guy doesn't have issues. The only thing what I found that using this particular micro SD slot is a bit finicky because I better show you. So here is a micro SD card. So what's going on here, that this has a latch. It's not just like you press it in and then just you pull it out. You have to do this. The problem is, look at how shallow it is. So in order to have positive feedback, you have to press on it really hard, to even use your nails, but I don't have much of a nails in order to press it. And also for this, obviously you have to use 2 hands. That's the downside. Everything else is actually working pretty fine. This is the problem. So I would recommend to you using a normal SD slot. So if you have adapter, you just can't just leave it in this adapter and just always use this adapter in order to read your micro SD cards. The reason is, first of all, it's going to be less mechanical stress on this latch over here, and if you bust your adapter you can just get new one, or because I have like handful of them, and it's going to be easy. Also, there is no, I actually tested, there is no speed difference between using a micro SD adapter and using straight micro SD. Like 0 speed difference, at least for me. For this card and for SanDisk Extreme Pro, which is substantially faster, it was still doing 170 megabyte per second read and something right. So I can show you results of my tests. It's going to be a result of I'm going to be doing this on Windows 7. Again, I tested on Windows 10. Performance is identical, so I'm not going to include performance results. So it's going to be first going to be compact flash 32GB, and as you see, it's actually performed quite well. The second one is going to be 64GB a SanDisk Extreme Pro. Performance is pretty good and I'm more than happy with it. And then gonna be Lexar 32GB, it's regular SD card, nothing fancy. And the last one gonna be SanDisk Extreme 16GB, again very cheap one, you can buy it everywhere in Costco and things like that. So as you see, performances is what you can expect, and this SanDisk compact flash reader or flash card reader performs actually quite well. Installation was easy, you can just plug it in, system knows what it is. And so in the conclusion here, I think this is the worst purchase worth the purchase. If you can get it on sale, like, you know, less than 40 bucks, it'll be great. Like, I mean, Canadian. So it will be great because I don't think it worth more than that. But it's performs quite well. And the only culprit for me particularly, that absence of USB-C and the fact that it's not clear in the advertisement, in the listing or in advertisement or actually in official documentation on SanDisk website, that this is not USB-C. This is micro USB 3 or micro B USB 3. So That's very important to understand. So it would be really good to have this kind of cable lying around from any other device. Actually, I have it from leftover from this device. The reason I wanted USB-C, because I think this connector, micro USB 3, is finicky and not as reliable, easy to break. I already broken a few of them unintentionally, so that's my problem. Otherwise, it's actually good. Performance is great. It's nice and heavy. It's not gonna slide all over all over your table, the desk, and things like that. Especially on this kind of surface, it's really sturdy. It sits in place. Yeah, I really like it. Yeah, I really like it. So I would recommend the purchase, especially if you can get it on sale. So guys, thank you for watching. I hope this was useful for you. All information about this SanDisk gonna be available on my mobile modding website, and yeah, and that's gonna be pretty much it. And if you like such video, please subscribe, like, and if you have something to say, please comment. Stay safe and ciao. See you next time.